Well, in the recent time, with the rising fuel prices and the lack of charging infrastructure for the electric vehicles, CNG has come up as a popular fuel in the Indian market. Maruti Suzuki, which is the largest car manufacturer in India, also offers the largest number of CNG models in the Indian market. However, until now, Maruti Suzuki never used to mix CNG options with the feature-rich variant. That changed with the 2022 Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, which we have with us today. This is not the regular petrol variant of Ertiga, but a CNG variant, a feature-rich ZXI variant. So what you all get with the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga CNG ZXI variant? Well, stay tuned for the next few minutes as we explain and list out all the features of this vehicle. Now, before we jump inside the vehicle and start driving it to tell you how different it drives, this is the 2022 Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, which Maruti Suzuki claims is the new generation. However, we feel that it's only a facelift. The changes include a new chrome-filled grille at the front, and the Suzuki logo, which sits right in the middle, it gets kind of camouflaged because of all the chrome that you get around here. Extending it becomes the headlamp unit. You don't get DRLs with the Ertiga. However, you do get projector lamps, and these are only halogens. And now, since this is the top-end ZXI version, you also get the additional fog lamps down below. These are also halogens. The fog lamps were not available with the VXI variant, which was the only variant available with the pre-facelift version. Now, on the side, you get new dual-tone 15-inch alloy wheels. They do look quite good, and if you look at them from far out, you will only notice the 5 spokes, because the other spokes are darkened out and look very good. Now, the door handles are also chrome dipped, and you get request sensors on both the co-driver and the driver seat as well. However, you do not get any roof rails with the new Maruti Suzuki Ertiga ZXI, because it is only available with the ZXI Plus variant, which is available only with the petrol variant. You get a fuel lid right here. Now, I will open this fuel lid and show you that you get the entrance for both the CNG valve and the petrol also. In the rear, there are not many changes. You get the same tail lamps with the reverse light here. This is a fake unit, which gives it an effect of split tail lamps. However, only this side unit works. You also get an additional chrome strip, which Maruti Suzuki has added with the 2022 Maruti Suzuki Ertiga. Now, these are all the changes that we get on the outside. However, since this is a ZXI variant, you get a lot of additional features on the inside. Now, let's quickly jump inside and see what the new ZXI CNG of Maruti Suzuki Ertiga offers. Now, boot space is one of the major changes that the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga CNG gets. There is a flap here, and if you lift it, it exposes the 12 kilo cylinder or 60 liter cylinder, which lies neatly on the boot. If you want to keep your luggage, you can put it on up here. You can easily put 2 small bags around here, and if you're traveling with less number of passengers, you can simply flat fold this seat. Also, Maruti Suzuki, the third row of the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, it's adjustable in 3 steps. So if you want to keep your bigger luggages and want to sit 7 passengers in total, you can adjust it. This is the earliest position, and then you can recline it more and even further. You can also lay both the seats flat to keep bigger amount of luggage space if you are traveling 5 of you. Now, Maruti Suzuki Ertiga is all about space. You get space in the first row, second row, and the third row itself. In the third row, you get a lot of space, and even adults can sit comfortably during longer journeys without much of a problem. The AC vents are not located in the rear seats, but you have it here. There are 4 vents, and you can control the airflow right with the knob right here. Now, down below, I'm in the second row right now, and you can see that the co-driver seat has been set in a very comfortable position. Ajish was sitting right here, and he was recording the video, so this is positioned way back than the normal position, and still you can see that there is a lot of knee room and space for my feet to play around. There is not much of a transmission tunnel hump around here, so a third passenger can also sit here comfortably. You also get a 12-volt charging socket and a few additional cubby holes to keep your objects right here. Now in the middle seat you also get a retractable armrest. You do not get the cup holders here, but you get an armrest and you can use it on your journey. All the seats of Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, the 2022 Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, they get the adjustable headrest. The only seat that doesn't get it is the middle seat of the second row. Apart from that, it's a very spacious car, as I have said before, and there is space to keep your bottles on the doors and small knickknacks on the door pads as well. If you want, you can keep smaller items on the seat pockets, which are available with both the seats, the driver seat and the co-driver seat. Now let's quickly jump on the driver seat. I will explain to you the features that it gets and we will drive this car. The Maruti Suzuki Ertiga CNG ZXI. So ZXI means you get a lot of features which were not available with the VXI variant, which was the only variant available with the CNG version pre this model. So the first thing that you will notice is the wooden texture on the dashboard. You get dual tone. This is not actual wood, guys. This is only plastic with a wooden texture. However, it adds a very premium feel and look to the cabin. Above that, you get the SmartPlay infotainment system. This gets wired Apple CarPlay and wired Android Auto connectivity. However, it doesn't get a factory fitted reverse parking camera. It does get 4 sensors, which are quite useful since the length of the car is quite long. However, an additional camera would have been very helpful. I am sure Maruti Suzuki offers this additional camera feature, reverse parking camera feature, as an optional extra. Now right in front of me, you will notice that the instrument cluster, it hasn't changed. It is exactly the same. You get the speedometer on your right, you get the tachometer to your left. However, you now get 2 fuel gauges. One is for CNG, which is on the left side with the tachometer, and one is the petrol fuel gauge, which is on its usual spot. Maruti Suzuki has removed the temperature gauge which used to be available. Now in the middle, you get a color TFT screen, which you can change from the stock right here. It shows various information like torque and power output, that like you get to see in the Baleno as well. You get the ratio of the time this car has been driven in the petrol mode on the CNG mode. Currently it's around 75-25. I'm guessing this is how it is going to be even with the owners of the vehicle. You also get the status of the CNG level in the tank. So it also shows the total CNG mode time, which means that how much time you have spent in the CNG mode while driving this vehicle. So these are the few CNG specific changes that you get with the instrument cluster. You also get this new steering wheel with the ZXI, which is a flat bottom steering wheel. You get the controls for the phones right here. You get controls to change the infotainment system, like the volume and all from here. There is no cruise control with this vehicle. Now coming to the middle, you also get an automatic climate control system. This was also not available with the VXI variant. This is a very convenient and useful feature. It sets the airflow according to the temperature you set. Now below that, you get a 12-volt charging socket. You get an USB port for your Apple and Android connectivity to the SmartPlay infotainment system. You get a space to keep your phone. It doesn't get a wireless charging system yet. After that, you get 2 cup holders, and these are cooled, so you can open and close the AC vents right here to cool your drinks while traveling on the way. Now, this is a 5-speed transmission. It's a very short through transmission. We will talk about it more while we drive the car. Just behind that, you get a small space, a cubby hole but this space is all taken up by the manual handbrake. You get the armrest. It's slidable, so you can position it according to your need, according to your comfort. And if you open this, you get a small cubby hole to keep all your stuff. Now Maruti Suzuki Ertiga is a very comfortable car. As you can see, the seats are extremely wide and they get a small amount of bolsters which keeps your body in place. However, I really love the comfort that these seats offer. I will talk about it more while driving the car. So why not let's just start driving and talk about the engine and comfort and the suspension of the vehicle. The new Maruti Suzuki 2022 Ertiga doesn't get any engine changes. It is still powered by the 1.5 liter 4-cylinder supremely smooth petrol engine that used to come with the previous version as well. With the CNG, it churns out a maximum power of 86 PS and 121 Nm of peak torque, while with the petrol mode, the same engine, it generates 100 PS of maximum power and 136 Nm of peak torque. The engine is very smooth, it's naturally aspirated, and as you can see, we are standing in the traffic right now. We can just take off by lifting the foot off the clutch. The Cng Mode button is located right beside the engine starts up button, and you can change it on the go. So switching from the CNG to petrol and vice versa is exceptionally smooth, and you don't even get to know apart from the notification on the screen. So to change it, we are currently doing 60 kmph. We are in 4th gear and we are on the move. I will just press this button and you can see that it has changed to petrol, and vice versa, you can just press the button again to convert it into the CNG mode. So when the car is cold and it is starting in the morning, you will notice that it starts in petrol for a few seconds, and until it gets warm enough, it doesn't shift to CNG, and as soon as it gets warm enough, it will shift to CNG automatically without any hassles. So these are the few things that you get with the factory fitted CNG models, which are very convenient, and you do not really get this convenience when you put an aftermarket kit to your car. Apart from that, the drive of the Ertiga remains as comfortable as ever. So the suspension setup of the new Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, it's quite on the comfort side, so you do not get to feel much of the road undulations, the potholes filtering inside the cabin. Also, because of the seats which are very wide and comfortable, as I told you earlier, you do not feel fatigued even on the longest of the drives. I took the XL6 to Ladakh last year, and I must say that after coming back, I found it was one of the most comfortable cars that I ever drove to Ladakh without any backaches, without any pain in the body. Apart from that, the steering, it remains as precise as Maruti Suzuki offers. It is not a very much of a driver's car. Yes, you will feel enthusiastic driving it in the petrol mode. However, it is not tuned to satisfy your enthusiastic needs. Power delivery, I must say that it's very good in the petrol. It slightly comes down in the CNG. However, if you drive it around, you won't feel it much. Even in the city traffic conditions, right, like we are now currently, you won't feel that there is any power loss when you shift from petrol to CNG. It remains very settled, and a lot of times people who install aftermarket CNG kits, they get this problem of not getting enough power to climb the flyovers or the underpasses, and that's where this Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, it excels. You do not feel any loss of power, and until and unless you see on the instrument cluster, you don't even get to know if you are in the CNG mode or the petrol mode. It's so smooth, the petrol power loss is so negligible. So overall, coming to the end, I must say that the Maruti Suzuki is now offering a lot more features with the CNG variants. However, you do miss out on a few features because you do not get the ZXI Plus variant. The features like you do not get the automatic day and night mirror. Of course, you do not get the reverse parking camera and a few features here and there. However, overall, it's a complete package, I must say. And if you want to drive around in the cities a lot, then the CNG makes a lot more sense. Also, with the CNG fuel pumps now opening up in various parts of the country, this car will be apt for long drives as well. Maruti Suzuki offers a 45 liter fuel tank plus a 12 kilo cylinder for the CNG, which will be enough, I think, to take this car to a 1000-kilometer road trip without any refueling needed. Now, Maruti Suzuki offers a very value for money products in the Indian market at 11.53 lakh for the top-end ZXI CNG Ertiga. You might feel that this is little over the top. However, there is no other manufacturer in the Indian market right now that offers factory fitted CNG with an MPV or a 7-seater. There are a lot of advantages of getting factory fitted CNG, like you get the CNG nozzle right here at a very convenient place. You get CNG specific dials, you get CNG specific changes to the car, like in the engine and the suspension, and so on and so forth. Well, if you're looking to cut your fuel budgets and want a very comfortable, spacious 7-seater, then there is no other option in the Indian market than the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga CNG. So that brings us to the end of the video. How did you like the car? Do let us know in the comment section. And if you happen to buy the Maruti Suzuki Ertiga CNG 2022, do let us know in the comment section what you liked the most about the car or what you did not like. And as always, do not forget to subscribe to the Car Talk channel if you haven't done it already, and also press the bell icon to get regular updates about the reviews such as this one.